Good evening, guys, and welcome to round 2 of your Monday Night MPC Championship. We are in Spain for this evening's Grand Prix. Welcome yourselves in, guys. I see some of you popping in nice and early. Who have we got in? Rapid Mule here. Big shout out to my teammate last year. Good evening to you, sir. Good evening to the rest of you guys hopping yourselves in. Hopefully it should be a good Grand Prix. We are in Spain. Rapid Mule's home Grand Prix. Plenty of fast guys in here again tonight. Obviously we had that big ongoing battle between Kitch and Daz, which went on into Div 1. But last week those two were punching lap for lap in their respective stints. I think they maintained the gap of maximum about 7 tenths between each other all the way through the race. Over 29 laps in Bahrain, which is fantastic consistency and fantastic sportsmanship. Great pace shown. Lots of good guys on display. Big shout out to Rapid Connor, doing a smashing job with his commentating in Division 2. Cyber Husky in there looking to probably knock some points on the board. Rapid Vaughn, Rapid Tuddy. Big shout out to all our Rapid guys. Rapid Franco dropping in. Rapid Ghost. I am your host, obviously myself, Rapid Causa, formerly Bong Rai. Rapid Welsh, well in there as well. Well, hopefully we should have all the hallmarks of an absolute classic in the Spanish area tonight. Obviously if you're in the chat, get yourselves in. Obviously we'd like to hear your thoughts, like to hear your predictions, we'd like to hear all the singing and dancing and delightful stuff. Like to hear the chat, bit of ongoing banter between yourselves. MPC gives us a chance to see, you know, all our guys. So we've got guys from Division 1 here, Division 2 and Division 3. So it gives you the balance. Lets guys work out the strategies for the league race if that's what they want to use it for. Also gives them another chance to race and learn the track in a race situation. And, you know, find out who's fast and who isn't. Obviously if you've got your rival in there from your respective division, find out where they're weak, find out where they're strong. We are about to jump into the qualifying session, so we will be going into qualifying 1. Usual situation, obviously our bottom 5 drivers will be eliminated, or if it's not 20, the bottom however many will be dropped, so we're left with 15. All cars in this session will be predicting to run the soft compound tyre, as you would fully expect, just to get into that Q2, and then it'll come down to where you'll have your differentiation. You'll see some guys running different tyre strategies, maybe some guys looking to try and get in there on maybe the medium compound. I know the faster guys such as Daz and Mitch and stuff, they'll be looking to be getting themselves in. But we'll be looking to see what goes on. Definitely going to be a good race, this one. So we'll get some televised before some guys head out on track. Obviously, as expected, no one's really selected. People will still be tweaking. Good evening. Good evening, Adaros. Good evening to you, sir. Good luck to you in tonight's Grand Prix. Hoping to see some good action from you. I know you're a quick driver around here. A quick driver all round. So get your elbows out, get yourself stuck in. Big chance to learn for the Grand Prix as well. Good evening, Mr. Ghost. Rapid Ghost in the party from the Rapid Gang. Good evening to you, sir. Also, good luck to you in this Grand Prix. Hoping you can get yourselves out of Q3. Get yourselves up amongst those Div 1 boys. Rapid Ghost goes out first. So we'll ride on board with him. I believe it's Rapid Ghost out first. Or it could be... no, we've got somebody else out on track first. It's going to be... who's out on track first? Oh, it is Rapid Ghost. My apologies. Spotting a lovely livery there. That's a very, very nice livery. Let's have a little look at that as he comes around. That metallic-y colour right in the middle of that pearlescent paint. The car number 89. Sport on the 89. We're going to strip back the detail here. Obviously, we are expecting guys to be running soft compound tyres. Don't need to really see too much. Obviously, as we move further in, we'll start pulling up times and seeing what people have got on the board. Got 8 guys in for the race, 8 guys in the lobby so far. So good evening to all of you guys who have come to join us. So obviously we do ride on board with Rapid Ghost here. It'll be setting our first flying lap of round 2, Spain. Bringing it down the bank in this second sector. This is the corner where the car can get a bit squiggly. You've got to make sure you get the suspension, the toe and the rear end all locked in. Keep it nice. Round that right hand, a little bit of lifting maybe if you prefer. Down the DRS straight into the end of sector 2. Now he's going to go back around this little hairpin which no longer exists in the real life track. Up the left hander there. That can also unsettle the car as there is a bit of a curve there. Get a bit of air under the car. If you've not got the right setup, the car will become a bit slippy. That back end will step out, so be careful for that one. Through the chicane now, which also never used to be down and up. Round this long right hander, just adjusting the car, get himself set on the straight, not too much of exit curb. And a 120.0. Good evening, Kimmy. Boah. Good evening to you, sir. Shame you're not on track. But we do have full 20 drivers on the grid. So it should be a good Grand Prix. Rapid Cyber Husky coming in with a 17.5. Darth Morris also 17.5. Adaros with an 18.7, Romper Paul with a 19.6, Rapid Kitch coming in with a 21.4. We're probably going to be expecting Kitch to go again here. Obviously a 121 will be no good. There's a car in front of him, Quigmeister. Rapid Racing Extra, good evening. Kimmy Raikkonen, I'm watching from my yacht with the drink. No, Kimmy, you will not have the drink. Good to have you in regardless, Kimmy, sponsoring the, supporting the boys in tonight's Grand Prix. Kitch has gone purple sector 2 there. Starting to find where he's got going on the car here, really nice. Brings it through the chicane now. "11 guys in, good evening to you all." Kitch with a 16.5. Puts himself over a second clear at the front of the grid. Who else have we got out on track? We've got Rapid Franco's out, Rapid Mule on a flying lap. Sporting a nice red livery. Looking very, very nice in this car. Got Spider-Man-esque. We will keep on board with Mr. Mule since it is his home Grand Prix. We're going to do, get the power down on the exit of the chicane, round the right hander onto the final straight. Across the line to set a 118.5, puts in P6. With a few drivers still to come out, we're not sure where the cut-off point's going to be. Obviously we are still relatively early in this qualifying session, so Tristan Freitag coming round the last corner now. Going nice and straight, 17.6. Tucks him in nicely in P4. We've got Faf, our race winner, in the Div 2 Racing Bahrain. Once again, many congratulations to him. We'll ride on board for his flying lap. Daz and Hendo, Trey, Mr. Peach, Wayne, all in the pit lane. Haven't set their times yet, but I'm sure they will get out very soon. Also got Quigmeister out on track, Rapid Connor, Rapid Franco out on track. See what they can do. Toddy with a 17.7 there as well, might be worth noticing. Keep your eye on him. Quigmeister with an 18.2. Some of these guys may not be pushing, keep the cards held tight to their chest. DRS open on Faf's car here. Welsh doing well to get out of the way. Vaughan also bombing it out of the way. Car gets a little bit, that's what I mean there. The car getting a little bit squiggly, but it keeps it well. Kimmy shout out early, Mr. Peach for pole. Got some competition with the time Kitch's put in. Faf takes P6 with an 18-0. Sorry guys, just had a quick text from work. But we got Connor out on track. Let's see what he can do. He's looking good. It's his first race on a wheel. Hopefully he can perform and do well. We know he can. He's a very good driver. Very nice guy all round as well. Some other guys lingering in the chat there. I can see Estringer in there as well. Good evening to you, sir. Nice to have you with us. Connor just invalidates on that exit of the hairpin. Back it off, get that battery nice and easily charged up, keep the revs down, don't want to burn too much fuel off. Hopefully he's kept the tyres nice, so he should be able to go again. But Hendo has retired. So we've got Daz out on track as well. Oh, black livery. Very nice from him. Car number 80. Sorry, car number 66. Very, very composed in that car. And invalidates there on the left-hander. Not to worry. Nearly 9 minutes left on track. Kitcher's done enough. He's dropped out. Hendo will start at the back. Daz doing well to get out of the way. Odd with. Looking to improve here. Spain used to be quite the popular track. Trey comes in with an 18-2 there. Yes, Mr. Henderson, I have a party open. Sorry, it's on invite. Nice and quiet. Are you wanting to join in the box for this evening, or I can whack you an invite if you need that, mate. Always a pleasure having your commentary. Yep, sweet, no problem. I'll get you in, Hendo. Yeah, we're gonna get Rapid Hendo, guys. We are gonna get Rapid Hendo joining us for the qualifying commentary. So bear with me a second whilst I get some soothing Scottish tones into tonight's party. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Yes, I am coming through. All as well.
Yeah, you are. Check, check. 1, 2.
Yeah, so I tend not to qualify when I do MPC, just because we want to start at the back and let everybody have a bit of fun.
Oh, you can always have fun at the back as well.
Yeah, no, just let people get through the first corner before I start doing anything.
Are you joining us for Among Us later as well?
Probably not. As I have an early start on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I'm up at 6 AM tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Still, Cash Money Records. Quick Masters invalidated. Who have we got down in the drop zone at the moment? Obviously, you and
Franco.
Franco's down there. Wayne's down there. Ghost.
Wayne definitely looking to get out of that.
Nope,
Oh, he's retired.
Talk of the devil.
Okay.
And he shall disappear.
So Franco and probably knock a couple at like 119 something. Muley. Wouldn't be surprised if we stay where we are, to be honest, in terms of things. What's they? Maybe Ghost.
Kimmy's.
Oh, Daz is retired.
Daz is retired.
Oh, it
16-7.
It's 16. He must have crashed.
Looks like a timing glitch.
No, he must have crashed. He did. He's lost on the.
Oh, he has. Yeah, the car's on the last corner. Yeah.
So he'll be out in 15th, no matter. He'll be starting 15th, no matter what happens. He won't go through to the next session.
It's a big shock for Daz. It's going to get. Well, to be fair, he did drop to. He was 14th in Div 1.
Yeah, he's
obviously was going to win the race, I think. Or connection issues. At the Rose, most people are retiring. The guys at the front will retire. If you retire in the pit lane, you can drop out of the session and just wait for Q2. Obviously, these guys believe that they're fast enough, which is why they've decided to sit out the rest of the session.
Yeah, so the top 7 retiring is because of they think they're fast enough to get through, which they almost definitely are. And then I don't know why Wayne retired. He obviously thought he'd try and get himself up there. He retired in the pit. I don't know what happened for Rutherford Hall. That might have been before even I retired.
Rutherford Paul was just as I was getting you in the party, I believe.
He'd been it somewhere. So it'd be a bit weird. Although he's another one for starting at the back of things.
Yeah, normally you see him sport the hard compound tyre. I know he did in
yeah,
the final
you
round
might start with the hards and see what he can do. With the format of no safety car, there is the idea of doing a one stop.
What's tyre where I like it. To be honest, I've never really done. Well, obviously we didn't do a league race in Div 3 last year, so my knowledge of this track is too strong.
Daz is out, so he's I think you'll swap me for Daz. He wants to commentate.
Yeah. So I'm bored with Mr. Ghost here, seeing if he can improve. I did drop the bitrate based on people mentioning about the audio last time, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I've gone down to 2500 this week. Should be okay. So Rapid Ghost coming round the final corner here. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. Oh, hopefully we can see some times coming in. Rapid Ghost doesn't improve. He's down by 300ths of a second. He will have to go again if he wants to get out of this qualifying session. Push Muley or Rapid Welsh down there. Going to need 6/10 get brought down. Trey also decided to sit out now. Thinks he's done enough. Quickmeister's in the pit lane. Faff in the pit lane. 5,000ths separate those two in 8th and 9th respectively. Yeah, credit to the 4 Div 3 drivers in this race. Yep. Obviously, we hope to see you guys do well. it's a bit of fun on a Monday night, hop in your multiplayer car and see what you can do. So, you know, good luck to everyone who's racing, especially the guys in the lower divisions. Hopefully you find a rhythm and find a strategy that works for you. We do have Daz who's joined us in the party. Mr. Daz, hello, hello. Oh. You got your audio included?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic content. What happened, Daz? Did you just drop it or?
No, being stupid. Took the shortcut back to the pits and yeah, thought I could take the pits too fast, so fortunately I ended up in the wall, but yeah.
I mean, it happened in Bahrain and you were on for a win there, so...
Spain's a very different track.
Definitely. It is. There's quite a few parts, and the track, sometimes the car doesn't like to, I mean, especially through that left-hander in Sector 2, and then obviously over the hill after the hairpin. Car can get a bit unbalanced. But, I'm sure a guy of your pace can get the way back up there.
I hope. Rapid Franco.
Who was that? Yeah, Franco, yeah, I was trying to work out who that was.
Top of the hill.
Yeah,
interesting.
It's an interesting one. I wonder whether he's lost a braking point there maybe and just slid off. There was a tyre missing on the car as well there, so... Rapid Ghost in the pit lane, so he will be out of qualifying. Mule safe. Obviously all these guys ahead don't have to set times, as we do have our eliminated group. Unfortunately we also will lose Rapid Daz in qualifying 2, mandatory due to the smashing of the car. Rapid Ghost says learn a few different lines and see where the top guys make overtakes. Yeah, I mean MPC obviously for you guys in divisions 2, 3 gives you it gives you a chance to analyse the Div 1 guys, and obviously if you drop out in quali, you know, watch these faster guys and try and pick up and see what lines they take and you know how they try and get as much time as they can out of these corners, and see if you can improve that in your own laps. So at the end of qualifying 1, we will be losing Hendo, Franco, Rob for Paul, Wayne, and Rapid Ghost. Obviously, Daz has the DNF, but there's going to be another shootout. This is where you will be seeing different tyres. I'm presuming the top fastest guys, the Div 1 guys, will try the mediums before maybe dropping to the soft. "13 guys in the stream. Good evening to all of you. Mr. Banan's sneaking in there, I see him. Not in the Grand Prix, but he is in the stream. So good evening to you, sir. Mr. Peach. Kimmy's pointed him out to take the pole here. Could be interesting. He's gone out on the medium compound tyre. We will drop some tyres on the screen for you guys, for me and Daz to talk through. I was probably able to give you more of an insight to it than I am, with him being Div 1. but only Muley. Vaughn's. No, Vaughn's gone medium. Quigmeister on the soft. They asked them to fit there. They haven't opted for any actual compound yet. Yeah, Quigmeister also selected the medium compound. So even Adaros down in Division 3, even he's going to try on the medium compound tyre. Well, we've given it a go. Seeing where your benchmark is for the pace on the medium, obviously using it for your own league races. Mr. Peach is the guy on our first final lap of Q2. See what kind of pace he's got. There is some support for Trey in there. Wolf's wanting to join Kimmy for a drink on his yacht. Wayne is dropping out of Q1 because he is going to try a new strategy. Go for it, Wayne. Why not? This is the place to do it. This is also a place where you want to experiment with things for your league races. Go for it. Find out where you want to try the one stop, try the two stop. Obviously, use the hard compound tyres. What are the hards like round here, Daz? Are they okay or are they a bit slippy?
I have not touched them myself, so I can't really commentate. I mean, my strategy would always be medium stopped. If that doesn't work, get a two stop doubles in on route softs. I would never touch that.
Yeah, that was my preferred strategy last year. Oh, someone Rapid Welsh has binned it on that left hand going back up the hill. So that will also be someone joining Daz in the elimination zone for Q2. But free tyre choice for you two, so how's the chance? We've got Mr. Peach with a 17.1, Husky 17.4, Kitch 17.9, Tristan Freitag with a 18 flat, Dark Morris 18.1, and Rapid Connor with an 18.6, making his debut again on his wheel, so hopefully we can see him do well. Yeah, I know Div 3 I always opted for the two stop. Well, I normally aim for a one stop, obviously moving soft, but if the tyres drop off early, you can always revert to two stints on the fastest tyre, which is a good backup. It normally worked out quite well.
I mean, I'd say incentive tyre wear here is quite similar to China that we did in the race. A lot of people had to put hard tyres in. I stuck with the two stop medium soft, and it worked out both races. So I mean, here will be quite similar. The drop off on the softs will be quite massive. It'll be worth taking a new start on just to gain that time back against the hards. So yeah, we'll see if it works out.
Definitely going to be good. I mean, you guarantee good pace on the two sets of softs. So
yeah, it's just
hopefully it balances out.
No matter how long the last for, getting to the end of the race.
I mean, obviously with there being quite a few corners, the car can unbalance. You get a bit. You don't want to run them too hard, obviously, or too long.
Yeah.
Get that wear in there. Muley has also binned it. He's binned it on the DRS zone, the second DRS zone.
Got 3 people.
Connor also out as well. Yeah, Connor's binned it
Trey
on the hill where Welsh has gone. Yeah, Trey. So that's it. Everybody else is going to be through.
A lot of people struggling.
Yourself, Muley, Connor, Welsh, and Trey all going to be eliminated here. So we will see Adaros from Division 3. Big shout out to him because he is in our stream tonight. He's going to get a gift into a top 10 shootout with Division 1 and some Division 2 boys. So keep your eyes out for him. I know personally from the years that he can be quick. So if he's got the car hooked up right, you know, he might get himself up in front of some of the faster guys here and causing a few problems. Husky's also, has Husky just decided to sit out of this one? I think Husky and Peach have decided to sit out.
I think they've done what you said. They realised there's 4 people that crashed out and they're going to make it through no matter what. So
yeah,
might as well save tyres and then track time.
Definitely. Kimmy said that you'll be P5 by the end of lap 10.
I'll try my best. I can only do that.
I'm sure he'll be keeping a close eye on you. You're still saying Mr. Peach for pole position there, Kimmy?
Mr. Peach, ooh. Says, yeah, Mr. Peach for pole. Interesting.
The other thing is as long as all these guys realise that they are going to go through, they'll all start on the medium compound tyre as well, because they won't go out again. There's no need to push. Well, with that, Adaros is currently P12, so he'll still have to be a lap time, won't he?
Yeah, he'll have to be Mueller's 18. Well, yeah, Mueller's 18 to go through, I'm pretty sure. And that will mean he might have to start on his offs. Because he's already done 4 laps on his mediums, they will be quite warm.
Yeah. So at 1:18.2 will get him into Q3. Rapid Vaughn's gone out on. Well, Rapid Vaughan selected the soft, sorry, and Kitch has as well. They haven't gone out, but they have shot them on. Those guys are through anyway. Yeah, Kimmy is determined that Peach will get pole position here. He is about 2/10 off Kitch. Both put in the medium lap, so if you missed a Peach, someone is coming out here. Who will that be? Vaughn's going out. Is that Vaughan out?
Yeah.
Who's going out? Rapid Vaughan out on the soft compound tyre.
Yes.
So that's a bold call for strategy. Whether he's noticed that everybody else is going to take a medium start and he's going to try and pick some guys off and get the track position for the soft compound. Look at those rapids, makes my heart melt. Big shout out to Mr. Pajala in the chat. Good evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. Me and Daz are in the box at the moment. So Adaros has taken the soft compound tyre, yeah.
I think Adamo's taking the sauce might make everyone come back out. Because you're not guaranteed to, obviously, well, everyone wants to finish in position. Over getting through, I'd say.
Yeah, it depends how confident you want to be.
Well, it doesn't really matter, because Adamo's
No,
will go inside the top 10 in these sauce.
Yeah, he's just going to push Mule into P11, Connor P12, and then obviously Welsh and Train 13 and 14. So they don't have to go out if they're in the stream, obviously if you are on the medium. Toddy's also gone out on the soft, so it's a call for strategy for the soft compound. Maybe looking to pick some guys off, as we are going to ride on board with Rapid Vaughan here. See where he's going to come in from. I mean, you're predicting him to go P1 here. Rapid Ghost says, I think Adaros could get P10. Yeah, I mean, you'd definitely like to think so.
It's kind of a given, to be honest, but yeah.
Pajala has said that he has to dash off to Mexico to complete a race, but chill the champagne, Kimmy, and warm up the models, as he will join us soon.
Nearly a validate, Jack. Nearly.
Nearly dipped that wheel over, but it was a bit close.
That's like the validates. That's
Oh,
unlucky.
he has there. He's done it there, yeah. Unfortunately, he's going to take a... He hasn't pushed too hard on them.
So we have...
As I said, Darth Morris, Quigmeister, Kitch is going to go out on the soft. Yeah, it looks like they are going to bail on that medium start and they are going to run on the softs. Tristan and Faf also in the pit lane on the mediums.
Todd well on the lap.
I mean, they are through.
Hitch got on his way, ended the second DRS straight. That'll be something to look at.
Yeah, I'm sure these guys will they'll make it known in the chat who's not happy with who. I better get my phone charger, otherwise I'm going to die in any important messages I want to see. Toddy goes through with a 69. It's a good lap. I don't think he'll have been pushing as hard as possible there, but I think he's done enough just to try and get himself on them. Obviously, that's the thing. I mean, as long as you are faster than your Delta on the medium, you don't really have to push the life out of them, so you can keep a bit for the race. Obviously, you don't have to try and annihilate them. Ada Rose has gone through it. No, it has put Faf P11.
Yeah, his lap time is behind Mueller's. He will have
Yeah,
to go
so
with
he
him
is going to
get
have to
through.
beat him. Faf could be eliminated here. Pajala has said, find it funny you remove 6 races from your calendar and this track has made the cut.
Someone has binned it. Adoros has binned it. Through that left, right in the middle sector.
No. It should still put him through though, due to the
It will,
guys
yeah,
who
but
have already binned it.
He won't take part in Q3, unfortunately.
One
So-
for you, Daz. Pajala has redeemed F1 Rage. Can you give us some Formula 1 Rage?
I mean, I'm not much of a age man. 65 set by Rapid, bitch. A little bit more like
Ja,
it.
don't worry, boys. Doing some teeth. It's meant to be a sound. Ah.
Yeah.
See, I was going to unleash some F1 Rage audio there, but I'm not going to now. I'm just going to relax and vibe.
Will be out. He hasn't come
Yeah,
out of
Faf
pits.
is going to be out. Nice. He's not going out.
That's a poor choice though. I'd rather the brand new mediums go hard, so I'm gonna guess. At the start of the race.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if he is wanting to start on the medium, you're better off getting a fresh set in from P11
Yeah.
than having an older set on in P10.
I must have gone for that. Yeah, he is. Choosing not to use the curbs.
So it's only Quigmeister to put the lap in, and then we will see an advance into Q3. I'm looking forward to this Grand Prix. This could be interesting. You might get a bit of a mixed. You're definitely going to get a mixed order here, I think.
I think he'll be able to finish this race for sure. There will be a lot of spins. Probably
Yeah,
all that
especially
contact.
on where we've seen the guys leave their marks in quali. Unless your Daz who does it on the last corner because he has to be. So, being eliminated from this qualifying session, we obviously have Daz, who's going to start P15. Train Welsh, who DNF'd, they don't set a time, they'll start 14th and 13th. Connor and Faf will take the last 2 slots of 12th and 11th on the free tyre choice. Captain Muley has gone through, he'll start on the medium compound with Freitag, Vaughan, Morris and Mr. Peach. Adaros DNF'd but will start on the soft compound with Quigmeister, Toddy and Kitch. So, unusually, it's going to be a top 8 shootout. All Division 1 guys except Quigmeister. I mean, the way he qualified in the Div 2 race, if you didn't see it, Daz, I mean, he literally had qualifying 1. He had Division 1 pace in Div 2.
Do you remember his lap times?
I can find them. I think they are in the chat. I will let you know where he got. I think his time would have put him P4 in the top 10 shootout. I think he was around the 26.4 mark for his pole time.
That's not a bad lap time at all.
That's definitely not a bad. I mean, he raced with me in Div 3 last year. The guy is really, really quick. Obviously, he's moved up into Div 2, but I don't think it'll be long before he's in one of your seats. If he's that quick like that at that pace across all the tracks, or even a few, that'll be enough to warrant a move up to Div 1 surely.
Yeah, but our Div 1 numbers are quite high anyway. There is very few spots available every week.
Definitely, I know his time trial time in Spain is a 16.6. Compared to Kitch's 16.4. Obviously, I know you get optimal temperatures and scenarios in time trial, but it's quick.
Yeah, we won't see much quicker time than that in this session, I don't think. I'd say a low 16, high 15 would be the minimum we see today.
So, on board for the first final lap is going to be
just before his final lap.
He has. Has he lost any? Has he took any damage there?
No, I think he just kept it out of the wall. If he didn't, it was a very light tap. Still going to go for a lap then.
He's going to go for the lap. He hasn't got any damage. The end plates are fine. Peach is our first guy on a final lap. Obviously, purple first sector as he's the first time being set for qualifying 3. Are you joining us for Among Us later, Daz, as well?
Yeah, I will be. See how this race goes first.
You never know, guys. If you guys are nice, you guys involving in the chat, we may end up with one guy streaming the Among Us session. We may have a little bonus stream for you tonight. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll see how the race goes. As I said, I'm more excited. I was excited for Bahrain, obviously, because it's the first race of the season, but I'm excited for this one. Azerbaijan should be a good one as well. As that the margin for error there comes down quite a bit compared to these tracks. Cyber Husky 16.7, Toddy 17 flat, Peach goes P2 16.9. Morris was watching. Sorry, not Dark Morris. Wayne was watching Quigmeister. And said that he got purple sector 2 in qualifying 2. Keep your eye out for Quigmeister. The guy has got pace in abundance. Meanwhile, Kitch has taken provisional pole with a 16.6. Less than half a tenth separate him and Husky. We've got Freitag out on a lap now, so hopefully he can get himself up in there. 15 of you guys have decided to jump into tonight's stream, so good evening to all of you guys. Thank you for joining us for MPC. Obviously we know it's It's not an actual divisional race, but itself is a championship for a bit of fun on your Monday nights. Faf has put in the Div 2 chat that he did actually want the P11 as he is going to start on the hard compound tyre.
Yeah, smart move. Thought so.
If the hards work, obviously, yeah. That'll be a hard soft.
Yeah, that is the only reason you take the hards. You can get long installations with them, and they will last the full stint. More than
The thing is, I normally find once you get them around 15 to 20%, I normally find them to be quite good. I find them to be quite comfy.
Yeah.
Once you get them properly worn on. So Tristan's got a 17.3. Vaughan's gone in with a 17.4. Quigmeister's currently on an outlap going through sector 2. So just a couple of tweaks at the steering wheel just to keep the tyres in the temperature window. I mean, if ever he wants a chance to prove himself against Div 1 guys, this is his shot, as he's the only guy outside of Div 1 in the final qualifying session. So we'll ride on board with him for this lap. So we don't need much telemetry for this session. We all know that we're in the soft compound tyre. This is just going to be a straight shootout for the fastest time. Purple sector 1. According to the map.
It was legit as well, I think. 3,000 soft kitch. Not bad. Oh, he's invalidated.
Oh, he's
Unlucky.
Oh.
It's a nice sector one though. Really nice.
I'm sure he's going to go again now. What we'll do is I think we'll let Daz take you through Quigmeister's run. Here is all the other guys are in the pit lane, and obviously Kitch is in the pit. Kitch is on the outlap. He's going to go in front of Quigmeister. Smart move taking it on that slip road there, not to build up any excessive wear on the abrasive surfaces. He's going to box. Whether he's got another set of soft tyres in there. I'm hoping he doesn't sit there. I'm hoping he does put a lap. Vaughan's gone out, I believe. Meanwhile, Kitch has taken middle sector 2 purple there. Car gets a bit squiffy on that curb. Interested to see if he improves here, because he has got Husky less than a tenth behind him. He does improve by 2.5 tenths to take a 16.4. So the ball very much in the other guy's courts. Obviously you got Peach out on an outlap and Toddy looking to improve. I think Peach and Toddy will have a little bit more in the tank. Obviously Vaughan with a 17.4, you'll probably see something faster from him. And Jordan hasn't set a lap yet either, so Quigmeister's coming back out again. We will ride on board with him, and we'll let Daz I will rate a Div 1 champ take you through the lap of the Div 2 driver. If he would be so kind for our stream.
Yeah, I will when he gets round. I'll commentate.
Yeah, we'll
I
keep
really
that.
don't mind.
So instead of the rapid Corsa Martin Brundle hot lap, you're going to get a rapid Daz Martin Brundle hot lap. I said I was going to do it for Connor, but obviously he binned it in Q2, so obviously I can't do it for him. Where is Quickmeister? He's just in, he's in the DRS straight. We'll ride up on him and we'll strip this telemetry away. See what happens. I'll mute whilst there. I'll let Daz take you through what's going on.
Starting his lap then. Nice and slow. Flow it out of this last corner. Up of the RRL, stay to the left. Down this long, start finish straight. Catch is retired. Thinks he's done enough. Use some of the curb, nice. He gains the curb this time, stays off that one, that's a smart move. Just stay over to the left. Cuts to the right a little bit, nice. Down to fourth. Blow it out. Stay to the right. Get as tight to the apex as possible. Watch out on the exit. Nicely done. Couple of corners coming up where you could lose it. Nearly does. Keeps it forward though. Does it go flat out? No. Slight lift. The RS open. Slow left-hander. Watch out on the exit. Watch over these curbs. Watch the invalidation on the exit. Nice. Couple of corners left to go. Watch the inside curbs. Oh, it goes over that one. Lost a little bit of time there. Over the line, what does he do? 69, puts in P3. Nice. Nice. The side do. 16-4. Ooh.
Jesus Christ, that's close.
Nice.
Has he got anything in the locker to go again? 33% ERS.
I think he is going again, but you won't have the RS by the time he comes to the end of that.
No, he is going to go through sector 1.
Mr. Peach,
gone up the hill.
3 tenths up. And his lap time. Here's a put him close to
board with him,
the top 2. He's coming over. Jordan comes around the last corner. 16-7, nice. Mr. Peach coming across the line. There's a put him close to the top. 16-3, nice.
Oh! Wow, very good lap. Kimmy has...
coming in strong.
Kimmy's prediction's right, you should have had a bet on.
16-7,
Toddy's taking
P5.
P5. Yeah, wow.
And then... Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all we're going to see. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
don't bin it. Nice, nicely held. That would be the grid.
That's your grid for MPC. Big credit to Quigmeister there. That 16.9 is a very respectable lap there. Kimmy actually has put it in for him. It's been very impressive from Quigmeister. It is a great lap for obviously from Div 2. The punch off right amongst the guys here at the front. So your rundown of your top 8 will be Mr. Peach on pole position, 16.3. 10th behind him is Kitch locking out the front row. Then you've got Husky also within 2 tenths. Him and Morris will take up the second row. Toddy and Quigmeister with a very respectable lap again. They'll lock out row 3. Row 4 will be Rapid Vaughan with a 17.0 and Tristan Freitag with a 17.1. So there will be a little break. You normally wait a couple of minutes once you get your tyre strategies and stuff, don't you? It's normally about quarter 2 you go for it, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll go at quarter 2. Give everyone time to if they need to go to the toilet, get a drink, sort strategies out, whatever they need to do. So yeah,
so we'll probably be saying so we will see Daz in the race. Keep your eyes out for him. Good luck.
Thank you, I'm gonna need it. That's for sure.
Don't be daft.
Someone's ready up. I'm gonna have to go. Alright, good luck in the comms box. I'll
Catch you later.
yeah, speak to you later.
Ta-da. So someone's ready up early, which isn't great because these guys like to go to the toilet. They like to get the tyre strategy sorted out and stuff. Unfortunately, someone's slipped the button. Unfortunately. So, we are going to break away for the formation lap here. Let's have a little rundown on tyre compounds here. We have got Mr. Peach opting for medium compound tyres, Kitch soft compound tyres. Keep your eye out for him, tucked in behind Mr. Peach. Husky, Darth Morris start on the medium compound tyre before you've got a third row lockout of Toddy and Quigmeister on soft compound tyres. Vaughan and Freitag on row 4 with the medium compound tyres. Adaros doing exceptionally well with Rapid Mule, the pair of them from Division 3. Earn themselves credit. Adaros will start on the soft compound. Mule in his home Grand Prix, so we wish him especially good luck. Former teammate of mine, so I want him to do well here. He'll start on the medium. Faf said he was going to start on the hards, but he's bailed. He's gone for the medium. But Bahrain Grand Prix winner, so hopefully we'll see something good from him. Connor on the hard compound tyre will start P12, Rapid Welsh P13, Trey P14, Daz has opted for a medium compound tyre from P15, Ghost, Wayne and Rob Paul 16, 17, 18 all on the mediums, Rapid Franco on the soft and Hendo at the back on the hard compound tyre. I will quickly pop to the loo whilst these guys make their way around the last couple of corners and I'll be in the box for the start. And I'm back just in time for today's Grand Prix start. So we are going to see what can the guys do. We are just going to sit here and we are just going to wait before we want to load up. Here we go. Round 2 in Spain. 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. And it's lights out and away we go in Spain. Mr. Peach takes off well. As Kitch is going to tuck in behind him on the soft compound tyre. Coming down into turn 1. He gets a good slipstream. He is going to be forced outside by Mr. Peach. But he's going to have the inside for turn 2. As we ride on board, they're coming through. Here we go. He has pulled away. Mr. Peach keeps P1. We ride on board with Kitch here, who has just tucked out. We've got yellow flags here as cars are starting to move. We've got a Rapid Mule. Oh, tragedy for him at the start. He has dropped. Rapid Ghost is out of the Grand Prix. Down in P19. So Kitch and Mr. Peach here looking to settle in. Darth Morris tucks him behind. Rapid Vaughan on their way up. Position changes here. Obviously, Rapid Daz has gone up from 8 places on the medium compound. Tucks himself in behind Quigmeister here. This is going to be a good Grand Prix. Daz here looking to make a move on him. They are going to get a bit tight. Here he goes up the inside line. Quigmeister trying to hold what he can. Daz going to go over the inside. Oh, bit of contact there from the boys. But Daz looks to be through on that one. Daz up into P6, up 9 places. Wayne up 8 places as well, into P9. As there is a bit of a train now, Kitch is half a second down on Mr. Peach on the medium compound. So you ideally want to clear him here. DRS or DRS, and there's going to be a good bit of speed here. Are we going to see a move for the first place position? No, not here we're not. Not here we're not. Just tuck yourselves in. Predicted strategy, we could be looking at 2 stops here. Guys will be looking on the softs probably to run that unless they can make soft tyres. Adaros is out as well. Ah, it's tragedy for the Div 3 guys. Did really well in qualifying to get themselves up there. So, gap to leader, then Kitch 3/10 in behind Daz there, 2.7 seconds in. Daz's cars definitely has something in it. It's definitely not a Formula 1 engine with the pace he's pulling in. So let's see what kind of ERS we've got. Mr. Peach with a good bit of battery, 90%. Kitch burning the battery away to try and keep up with him. So hopefully we can see something going into the second phase of this Grand Prix. Obviously he is keeping with him. Just keep up on the gaps here. There's quite a few gaps going on. No penalties as of yet, as Kitch has put in the fastest lap. Darth Morris with the fastest lap as well. Wow, here we go for a move. Is this going to be the move for P1? Kitch round the inside and into the braking zone. He's got the move done. There's going to be no comeback from Mr. Peach there. That is the move done. Kitch is through into P1. So we have a change of leader now. Kitch, what can he do? Can he stretch his legs on the soft compound tyres? We've got Darth Morris and Rapid Vaughn tucked in behind there in third and fourth. And obviously all our next three guys, second, third, fourth, on the medium compound tyre. Toddy here on the soft. He's got Daz right behind him on the mediums. Obviously a fresh set of mediums, so he will be looking to take these a bit further than our qualified medium runners. Hendo's into P16, up 4 places. Franco also doing himself very, very well. Good to see him climbing through the ranks into a very respective P14. Hopefully we can get more development from those guys. As we're going to see Mueller here tucking in. Obviously these two guys. Franco on the soft compound, gets a bit squiggly there, leaves the door open for Mueller. Good little run out there. Kitch takes a substantial chunk out of the fastest lap with a 19.2. We are going to ride on board. There's a bit of contact there. Franco getting it a bit wrong. Let's see Mueller keep with him here. Let's see if we are going to see an overtake for P14 from the Spaniard. Is it going to be a smooth operator? It is a smooth operator. DRS open. And that's a thank you very much. I'll take P14 from you. Good job from the Spanish driver there in his home Grand Prix. Good luck to you, sir. Keep going. Keep pushing. Daz, meanwhile, making it past Toddy. We are going to ride on board with him for this lap to see if he can edge past Daz. Up 10 places now, Daz. Vaughn also up 3 places. Good to see these guys moving through. Obviously good starts from the boys. Vaughn's water is wet. Vaughn picks up our first penalty of the Grand Prix. 3 seconds for him for track limits. Daz DRS open. Is he going to get a move? No, he's going to tuck him behind. Predicting him to sit and just wait for this DRS straight on the pit lane. Vaughn's car stepping out a little bit. Does well to keep it nice and straight. Vaughn brings it through the chicane now. Daz hot on his heels here. Good exit from Daz. We'll see this quick check of the batteries. They both have around 60 to 70% each. DRS and ERS activated from Daz. Here he goes, pulls out. This is going to be straight into the braking zone, nice and smooth. Thank you very much as he picks off Vaughn for P4. Daz definitely on the climb now. 11 places he's climbed. Good to see. Faf here. Yep, looks like he's made it past Wayne. But Faf on the climb as well. Obviously, again, on a fresh set of medium compound tyres. Good to see what he can do in this Grand Prix. We are just going to hop on board with Cyber Husky looking to pick off Toddy and Vaughn. Hopefully, let's see what he can do. Did seem to have pace in qualifying. Let's hope he can replicate that in today's Grand Prix. So, any guys in the chat, whether you're racing or spectating, let's get your predictions in. Kimmy correctly predicted the pole sitter for today's Grand Prix. Right, Wayne has binned it. That's a bin from Wayne on the DRS straight. That's a shame for him. Trying a new strategy. See, we don't like seeing the guys drop out. Commiserations to him, but obviously we know it's a bit of fun on Monday, so Hopefully we can see a bit more from him in Div 2, maybe even Div 1 if he's in there. Or keep your eye out for Wayne. It's always good to see him, as Cyber Husky is going to pick off Toddy now. Oh, he is. There is going to be a break off here. He is going to have the inside line. But thank you very much. Cyber Husky goes around the outside of turn 2. Very good defending from Toddy. Good spatial awareness from these guys. Obviously Division 1. But we always do love to see a bit of clean competition, a bit of good defending. Husky will now have to break down and chase onto our favourite Welshman, Mr. Vaughan. So let's see what he can do here. First operation will be to get into the DRS zone. Let's see if he can do that. Yeah. Gap still in and around the second here. Holding the car, keeping the shifts nice, down into second, up the hill now. Here he goes into the chicane, through the right hand, and now preps himself for the chicane. Good turn in, not too much curb, keeps himself away from that curb. Doesn't want to dance too much on the exit because you will get a penalty infraction. Brings himself into DRS contention now on Vaughan. We'll probably be looking at a move maybe this point next lap. Gets himself nice and close. A good performance on this lap will see him do very well here. Vaughan running wide. That's left the door open now. A bad exit of turn 1 has left the door open for Cyber Husky just to snuggle in nice and close. Within half a second, Ghost shouts early for Daz for the win. He is currently riding P3 up 12 places. It will be definitely interesting to see as he is on a fresh medium compound set. Kitch running the soft compound. Here we go. Could there be a move down into the hairpin, or is there going to be a sit and wait for the straight or against the pit lane? DRS activates, ERS activates. He's going to get himself nice and close here. Doesn't want to get too close into the braking zone. In case someone suddenly decides to get those anchors locked in. Little kick of oversteer there from Husky, well controlled to keep himself not too far, dropping off from Vaughan there. Through the chicane, gap is 3/10. This, you should see a move here. DRS open. DRS was activated very early. Here he goes. He's going to pick off the Welshman, hooks himself in, and he is through. Rapid Daz will move on to now, who's starting to close that gap in. He's starting to reel in Darth Morris. Let's see what's going to happen. Connor has binned it as well, a DNF from Connor. It's a shame for him, it's his first race on the wheel. So Daz here now, he has reeled in as Kitch is going to box. What compound is he going for? Vaughan picks up another penalty. Let's just have a quick look at the penalties just in case we do need a review. Where's that detail? There we are. Yep, it's just the 6 seconds of Vaughan, nothing for anybody else. So we'll see what tyre Kitch has got. It's going to be the white striped hard compound tyre. Interesting move from him. Well, let's just see how tyres are getting on for everyone. 8 laps for everybody here. We have seen Quigmeister, who has decided to box. He's opted for medium compound tyres. Obviously that set he was on weren't feeling too comfy, maybe getting a bit off. Toddy picks up 3 seconds there as well. So just 9 laps in, we are just over a quarter of the way through this Grand Prix now. Interesting strategy from Kitch. He is going to one stop. Be interesting to see just how far we've got Hendo there on the hards. Tristan's also at the back, P16, but he is on a hard compound tyre. This is Daz for the lead of the Grand Prix. Morris naturally moves over and take the inside line, but DRS going to be too powerful from the Div 1 champ as he comfortably takes the lead now. Faf, Toddy Pitts also for the hard compound. Few guys opting for the one stop here. Right on board with Trey here. Trey doing very well. Let's see where he's come from. Have a little look. Let me just work this out. Trey up 8 places from P14, doing himself a very good job driving his race. Currently P16, middle of the points. Good racing from him. I know he's got a few supporters in the chat, so we'll sit on board for him. Let's have a look. Who was it? Who was just shouting in the chat? More someone did shout, go on Trey. Where are you? RJ, CPT, ZA. Good evening to you, sir, if you're in the chat still. So we'll ride on board with your friend here, so you can monitor your friend and see how he's getting on. Seems to be doing a good job. 9 up old mediums, same as everybody else. Mr. Peach picks up 3 seconds as well now. I'll ride on board for you to see your friend there. He'll be looking. He is obviously within the penalty range of Mr. Peach as it stands. So we're hoping to pull a bit closer if he can, just to get himself a little bit more security there if it does come to them two sticking together for the Grand Prix. Obviously Mr. Peach we know has got pace. But obviously there is a bit of a gap forming, obviously 5 seconds from Vaughan into Peach. About 3 seconds from him to Trey, and then 3 seconds from him to Faf. Well, we'll see 2 seconds from him to Welsh. Kitch sorted out P9 on the hard compound tyre, so watch for him to try and do some damage. He's still in pit stop range of the leaders here. Obviously, the hard compound will be slower. We will move on now. Let's have a look at what the gap is to each other. So we'll look on board with Husky now as he's looking to pick off Morris. Here he goes. He's going to have to go the long way round. Early braking from Morris. Welsh picks up the 3-second penalty. So obviously I'm getting the menus wrong. Let's have a look. 3 seconds for Toddy, Kitch, Welsh. Oh, Kitch has picked up 3 seconds. Interesting. As he has just got past Welsh for P8. Mr. Peach with a 3 and Vaughan leading the way, the king of the penalties for P with 6 seconds. 4 retirements for you. Rapid Ghost, Adaros, Wayne and Rapid Connor all in the DNF. Craig Meister picking up 3 seconds now. Penalties are starting to mount up here. Track limits aren't too forgiving around here. Let's go Trey. Yeah, big shout out to Trey in the stream. He's got a good friend in there. Franco looked like he did get a bit squeaky. There was a yellow flag in sector 1 and that's giving Robert Paul a chance to move through. And maybe a spin there or a run wide. But as we move on, oh, I'm clicking all things on my computer that are wrong here. I'm very sorry for that. It is a good Grand Prix at the moment. We are moving into lap 13 of the Grand Prix. So there is an interesting strategy here. So will guys be moving to go medium hard, or will these medium runners look to go that distance that little bit more and try and get the legs out on the softs? I mean, I know Franco's ran 11 laps on the softs. Maybe struggling. the intervals are starting to spread out a bit here. The closest cars on track are Kitch to Faff. But you're looking at everyone out of DRS range near enough. Yep. Apart from Kitch, everyone's out of DRS range all the way down the grid. So there is a bit of a field spread starting to take place here. So we will hop on board with Kitch and see how he's getting on the hard compound tyre, looking to pick off Faff here and try and work his way back up toward the leading pack. Well, the leading spread. Thank you very much for the compliment on the commentary. I took over commentating Div 1. Kitch has made it past Faff there quickly just to let you guys see that. I mean, you're on board with him, so you have seen it anyway, unless you are blind. Yeah, thank you very much for the compliment on the commentary. As I say, I took over towards the end of the first regular season where we had the 4 divisions. I hopped in for a couple of commentaries of Division 2 and obviously the Division 1. But obviously now we need someone to stream MPC. So why not give you guys the chance to see extra Grand Prix racing during the week? It's an extra bit of exposure for the league. It's a bit of exposure for you guys to see how these guys are getting on and how the different divisions mix together, which is what we like to see. You'll break into this league very soon. Well, we look very, very forward to welcoming you into the league. But we hope you get comfortable very soon. We'd like to see you in there, and obviously, you might even get me commentating and giving you a little hot lap. Be the takeaway. So Kitch already broke near enough 2 seconds over Faff. Gap to be 1.7. Going to push towards the 1.8, I think, maybe here. Again, this Quigmeister actually will hop on board with, as he is looking. Rob Paul's ran wide. He is lagging a little bit there, but it's not an issue, as Quigmeister's said thank you very much. Mule pits for hard tyres. So that's going to be a good one for him to see him move up on those tyres. Franco has pit for fresh mediums, so we'll probably see a 2-strop from the Division 3 driver. Doing himself very, very well there. The weather is interesting here. It's starting to get cloudy. It's not as sunny as it was at the start of the Grand Prix. Quigmeister trying to look and break down Mule up ahead on the slower hard tyres. Obviously Quigmeister having an abundance of pace. Let's see what he can do. Does currently 3.6, 3.7 seconds ahead of Mr. Cyber Husky. Darth Morris 3.4 behind him. Vaughn behind them P4 with 2.5 seconds. Mr. Peach is P5. Trey P6. Starting to bring that gap down on Mr. Peach. So hopefully we can see Trey climbing up a bit more. Obviously he has the support in the stream. Kitch is P7, obviously made his stop. So we shouldn't be seeing him in the pit lane anymore. There's Rapid Mule on Hendo here. Obviously the fresher hard tyres. Plenty of room from the Spaniard there on Hendo. Good to see that from both these guys. Where will we? Yeah, we got Faff in P8. Obviously, he is one of our guys on fresh rubber. Welsh also on fresh rubber. Maybe looking to push toward that 20 lap mark. We're going to have a special guest for you guys. I know he has DNF from tonight's Grand Prix, but we are allowed 2 commentators in, and I'd love to see my good friend Mr. Connor Smith. Rapid Connor's going to be joining us in the grid. Let me just get him in into the stream for you guys. Let's get this guy in the stream for you guys. Join us alongside in the comms box. Should be fun. Connor has joined us in the party. Obviously, it's a shame to see him DNF as he has debuted with the wheel. But obviously, he is currently going through a learning stage. Good evening, Connor.
Okay.
I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. What happened?
Well, truth be told, I'm just trying to get used to the rig at the moment. Been a bit sketchy on it, but my brother came in the room. I'm not using excuses, but my brother came in the room, started talking to me. Whilst I was busy battling with Tristan, or trying to anyway, and then just, that's it, lapse of concentration, and now sat here commentating with him. What's the fun of it though, isn't it? No, I'm sure I'll get a hang of it eventually.
Yeah, it's definitely good to have you in the comms box anyway. Obviously, you can give us an insight. We've got a bit of a mixture of strategies here.
Yeah.
Trying to work out whether these guys are going to go medium soft, especially Daz.
No, I think.
Obviously, you've got Kitch on the hard.
Honestly, your OP strategy here is going to be your medium hard. I think we're not going to see many 2-stops, and if we do, I don't think we're going to see it paying off. From what I've heard, anyway.
Would you have not wanted to pit from the mediums onto the hards a bit earlier though? Because they are over halfway now.
Yeah, maybe we might see him push for a medium soft. Actually, that is very interesting.
I think Daz says he does always like to go medium soft.
Right, yeah, okay.
But I think he's going to have to eat 21, 22 laps on them tyres to get him it. Because
yeah, well, the
soft
thing
drop
is,
off, he doesn't want to risk a 2-stop.
Yeah, the softs around here drop off after 4 or 5 laps. You're talking 30-40% by then, and after 10 laps you're looking puncture territory, so you really want to be careful with the softs around here. They do drop off very quickly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Quigmeister with a fantastic lap in Q3, currently sat P12 with a penalty, looking to climb back up, but he really put himself among the Div 1 guys there, right? I think he started P6.
Oh, he's certainly got the pace for it.
I mean, especially after that lap. I was talking, obviously, I spoke with Daz. Here he goes, DRS open. Mule late on the brakes. Says, no, you're not getting past me here. Yeah, Daz was a bit respective and a bit commendable to Quigmeister's time, as I told him that he would have been P4 in Bahrain if he was in Div 1 with the lap time he put in from the Div 2 lobby.
That is an insane lap time that you're looking at. P4 in Div 1, you're looking at fighting against Daz and Morris and a few others that are up there as well.
Daz, Kitch, Morris,
Peach. Yeah, they've all got
Kimmy as well. Kimmy's not here tonight.
Kimmy, Peach. I mean, there's a bunch of quick guys. Toddy as well, and there's just too many to name up there. Honestly, they're absolutely rapid.
That's it. I mean, as the season goes on, yeah.
I was just saying, I was hoping that I can transfer some of the pace that I had on pad over to the wheel by maybe mid-season. Hopefully try and get a hang of it and start getting back into the top 10 again. But till then, it's just going to be a game of consistency, I think, and changing from the pad to the wheel is, yeah, it's a big shock, but it's also extremely fun, and I'd advise it to anyone out there who hasn't done it yet. You know, it is a game at the end of the day, and it's about enjoying yourself, and I'm enjoying the game so much more. Even though I'm not up there fighting for podiums, I'm still loving the game, you know. So it's definitely advise if you haven't done it.
You absolutely love to see it. That's what you want. I mean, I definitely think Quigmeister's going to be a guy you'll be seeing in Div 1 by the end of the season. I think definitely going to be going up. But the thing that I love with Div 1 is obviously, I mean, you have your fast guys every week. Your Daz, your Kitch, you know, your Huskies, Toddies, but there's other guys in this. So obviously, I mean, Tristan's currently P14 running probably an alternative strategy, but I mean, I think it was Mexico I raced with him, and he was ridiculously quick. He was pushing right on Daz in Mexico. I mean, obviously, you've got other guys. I mean, you've got Estwinger as well.
So you see a bunch of them shining
driver.
Throughout the various tracks throughout the season. You see multiple people shining up, you know. You got the common ones who are up there, you know, Daz, Kitch, Kimmy, the championship leaders, but everyone else has got a shot to win a race in Div 1. If anything happens to those three, and anyone's within a shot, you know, it's very, very tight between the rest.
You get a Hamilton Verstappen type situation where a couple of these guys are involved in an incident. Or, you know, I mean, some of these guys, I mean, I know Daz and Kitch, they run zero traction, zero braking, you know, a little slip, on a pedal, a spin or something, a little mistake.
That's it.
I mean, obviously we did see Daz DNA. I mean, that opens the door to any of these guys, and it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, even yourself, you know, you're looking at mid-season, you find your pace. And there's no reason why you can't be right up there, even pushing podiums, even for the full 25.
That's it. With the knowledge I've got, I'm kind of like racecraft and taking that through. It's just a fact of getting used to this input now and hopefully improving on what I used to do as well. It's just going to take a little bit of time, you know, muscle memory, things like that.
Absolutely, it's a short-term loss, long-term gain.
Kitch being my teammate in Div 1, kind of like a mentor, you know, because he uses no assists and I'm joining him there, going in balls deep sort of thing, so just have to see how it turns out, but I'm looking forward to it. Some of these guys in the top of Div 1 on the wheel as well are just crazy quick, so look forward to battling some of them.
I mean, I just love the fact that Daz is so quick on the pad. And Kimmy's also a pad as well.
Yeah, they both are absolutely the same pace. Like I was using no assists on the pad, same as Daz. But I was 2 seconds a lap slower than him, and I thought I was quick. You know, so.
You've got a yellow flag. Who is that? That's Peach off. Peach is off. No damage, but he has spun. Just coming out. It's that left-hand kink after the hairpin at the end of sector 2.
Yeah.
So he is gonna drop down. He's on the fresh. He's gone medium hard, as you said. Trey's also currently in the pit lane taking a set of soft compound tyres here as well. Kitch is just climbing up. He's currently P5 on the hards. Most drivers are under 3-second penalties. We've got Vaughan on 9, Kitch, Toddy, Peach, Trey, Rapid Welsh, Rapid Muley, Tristan and Rob Paul over 3 seconds. Quickmeister P11 on 6 seconds, so he's going to be looking at getting a 3-second gap over Muley. So there is penalties that could come in towards the unders.
9 seconds worth. That's very unfortunate. Easy to get the warnings around here though, and they just build up. It's really battling.
Yeah, I mean, some of the corners you're carrying quite a bit of pace through them.
That's it, and if you're following
so it's easy to hit the runoffs.
And 30, I can certainly get you.
Another penalty there. So these front 4 definitely have done the business that they wanted. They definitely have got it in them to run a soft compound now.
Yeah.
I think you should be able. I mean, they are going to go again.
I've seen Trey just take purple sector 2. It's probably expected with fresh softs in P8. And we've seen him gain Mr. Peach now. He's only 1 lap.
Yeah,
1 lap fresher tyres, but those hards, you know, the softs as well, if you can make them last for these next 10 laps, I reckon you'll have Mr. Peach if you can keep the pace going.
And that consistent groove. It's obviously on the softs, you do just want to push because you're going to have that raw pace. But you've got to think over the delta time spread. That even if you just find a nice groove, you should have the pace over him anyway.
He's half a second up. He's just gone half a second up for the first sector on his own time.
Yeah, they've both got 3 seconds, so he is going to have to pass him. He can't sit behind him for a penalty. But yeah, I mean, I can see a lot of wear grooves coming in on the outer left part of Daz's medium compounds now. So these are going to be entering that latter stage. I'm presuming he's going to be in the high 40s on tyre wear here. Surely,
I'd probably say pushing that.
50s,
yeah, pushing that.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing 50s now. So we'll probably see Vaughan's boxed now from P4, giving Daz P5. Had a bit of a lock up there, a bit of squeaking from Daz.
You might even see Toddy come through. No, we won't. He's got out clear.
He's not. Really interesting. Peach is going to be closing in there. Peach is I can see that gap starting to come down now. We are going to hop on board with Peach as he is looking to hunt down Toddy. Should be expecting the leaders to box now. We don't need to ride on board. We'll be expecting the soft compound for them.
Yeah, it's because
I don't see why you would fit the hard at this point.
I think the top 3 are just thinking about the drop off of the soft. They're just thinking about how punishing it's going to be in the last few laps, you know. So pushing it as late as they can because the mediums are quite lovely here. There you go, Daz in the pits.
Daz has pitted.
Yeah.
I was just about to say it's a case of who wants to blink first here. I mean, because the gap isn't ridiculously big. I mean, a good couple of out laps. I mean, you would expect that.
So
There we go.
Morris-
And Darth Morris is... He's going to go again.
taking
No,
it,
Darth Morris is
yeah.
staying out. He's going to go for that extra lap.
One lap fresher tyres near the end.
Would be an interesting one.
Now then, Kit coming through. On Cyber
Respect.
Husky, behind Daz.
There is a car off. Quigmeister has spun, I believe. Yeah. As he took damage. I'm looking to get a good angle of the TV view. No end plate damage, so it looks like the front wing's intact. He hasn't hit the wall. He's a lucky boy, especially because he's done it on that left-hander in sector 2. That you know, that uphill right-hander. He's dropped it there.
So already managing to cling to the back of Mr. Peach here with 10 lap older tyres. Mr. Peach, as we know, has certainly got the pace, so that's not Toddy.
We'll just fix the penalties in that. So Welsh also, so the 2 Welsh boys have picked up 9 seconds now.
Now then, we're going to see Cyber Husky going for it down the main straight on Kitch. I believe we will. Go soft as well. Might try and outbreak him, but we'll see. He'll certainly get him in sector 1 and sector 2. If he doesn't get him now. No, he's not going for a push here. Just following through.
He's also got to look after those tyres, but he's got natural
he's going
pace
for
on
it.
them.
No, he's not. Smart move. He's backed out, let Keach lead the way, you know he's got the pace. Get him in a minute, and then you can potentially, well,
Yeah.
6 seconds back to Daz. I don't think he's going to be able to gain that in 7
I mean,
laps. That's a big ask.
If he really wanted to, he can just tuck him behind him and wait for the 3 seconds to be added on. There is that.
That's it,
Vaughan now
yeah.
takes 12 seconds now.
I think when,
but-
when you're in the moment, though, with those fresh softs behind the old hards, you want to get past, don't you? Yeah, you want to get your pace on the track and
I mean, because there's no reason why he can't have a go at Daz if he finds a groove.
that's it.
Definitely going to be one. Oh, that's a late pull out from Husky.
Yeah.
That could have ended badly.
Kitch wouldn't break, I don't think. He just pulled over, didn't he? There's no point in breaking.
I
You're
don't
just
think
gonna-
he's.
It just looked really quick, the speed difference as he came through.
Kitch doesn't want the brake check. I'd be very surprised.
No,
if
he
has
wouldn't do
done that
anything
there.
like that. He wouldn't do anything like that, Kitch.
Daz, fastest lap you'd expect.
There we go. Let's see if he was
So-
held up by Kitch, wasn't he? Let's see what Cyber Husky can do now.
I think, obviously, with the 10-second gap from Morris to Kitch, can Kitch hang on to this podium place? It'll do well, obviously, to run these tyres long on the hard. 17 laps now he's run them hards for. Can he keep hold that final penalty for this? I mean, obviously, with Vaughan with the 12 seconds, even if he gets past Kitch, I can't see the 12-second gap. Well, it'd be 9 seconds he needs for a podium. Darth Morris is clean on the penalties, so he would only have to get within the 3-second window of Kitch. So he's looking at basically wiping out
7,
8
seconds, yeah.
8.1 seconds of his gap. 8.1 would get him 2.9 seconds behind Kitch. Husky picks up 3 seconds.
But I think Kitch is playing it smart here. What he's doing is he's hugging the back of Cyber Husky on those fresh softs, just letting him pull him along, using the DRS and doing what he can.
Using to punch a hole in the air for him.
Yeah, sticking the back of him, and he basically got fresh softs.
Boris has said hello everyone. Sorry for tuning in late. Good evening to you, Boris. Right, it doesn't matter if you've joined in late. It's good to see you with us. Obviously, it's good to have you guys. How many guys have we got? There's a long list of people in this stream. It's what we want to see. We've got 14 guys in the stream. That's what you want to see. So good evening to everyone for joining us for the MPC. We're currently on lap 28. Obviously moving into the last 5-6 laps of the Grand Prix. one thing I noticed is in the first stint, that field spread became quite big, quite quick.
Yeah, it's quite a technical
I think-
track, so with it being MPC,
Yeah, at one point-
it's likely we're going to
Yeah.
see that for all the tricky corners or whatnot.
At one point, I think only Kitch was within 1 second of the car in front. Everyone was 1.617. Some of them, I mean, most of them were 2 to 3
something
seconds.
to do with the dirty air, perhaps. Because trying to follow a car here closely is quite tricky because of all the corners. You just tend to lose.
Is that also? Because obviously, yeah, you will get the understeer as well. Obviously, with
Yeah.
the track penalties. Guys
Exactly,
just playing,
it can certainly add to that. Especially if you're pushing to stay within DRS, that's when a lot of your penalties can come. Most of them can come battling side to side normally, but if you're pushing to stay within that DRS, you know, push it right to the limit.
Tracks like Austria and Silverstone, you might see a few people pushing the limits. As Rapid Franco runs wide and gets out the way of the leading pack.
It's just falling out of that DRS. Toddy's still sticking with Mr. Peach. Doing a good job there. That DRS will just be pulling him along.
Keeping it in the grass isn't going to help there. But he doesn't lose any time really. Dark Morris has picked up 3 seconds down. The runs dropped to the penalty window.
Five
That
laps
12
to
second,
go.
that 12 seconds is going to be costly here. Because, I mean, Vaughan could drop as far as P8 here if he doesn't get his foot down. He would lose
9
fifth,
seconds.
Yeah, he would lose 9. He would be, Trey would be just on the border of taking P7 from Vaughan
Yeah, he won't be happy with
as it
that.
stands.
He won't be happy with that.
But he always does say he's king of the penalties.
Well, look, we've got a few left without penalties. We've done a decent job to keep it on the track. And Hendo and
Faf
Faf.
in
Yeah, Hendo and Faf amongst them. And Daz as well. And Rapid Franco. Actually, those four were the last remaining non-penalty drivers.
Yeah, the yellow flag there in sector 1.
Franco getting out of the way, people.
Yeah.
Decent driving there. Even though you
Yeah,
ghosted,
credit to Frank.
with a ghosted car, you still get the dirty air effects. You know, from in front, you still get the RS, you still get the dirty air, even though you can drive through them. So, if you've got a first and second coming up behind you in the back with the lead or whatnot, you certainly don't want to just hang around and race your own race, especially if you're in, you know, P16 in minutes 13 back sort of thing. No offense to Franco or whatnot, you know, but it's just a case of do what he's doing, just kind of let him drive and switch out the way and whatnot.
Yeah, once again, credit to Franco. I mean, I know he's a minute behind Rob Paul, but it's always good to see drivers who've, you know, they've stuck
Keep
at
going.
it. He's,
Keep going, exactly.
yeah,
mate.
he's kept his head up and he's
Yeah.
kept going. Credit to him for driving. Obviously, I know he's in Div 3, but as I said, you know, you don't have to try and race and complain that you don't win or complain
No,
that you don't have the
of course,
paces. You can always learn, obviously, about this track for the league race scenario. Obviously, he does race in Div 3, so it's information you can gain on his competition to get himself up the grid. You know, that's what I used it for last year.
Yeah, for sure.
it was my
Testing
first-
out
it was
all
my-
the different drivers and getting kind of like
Yeah,
a
it was my
profile
first
on
season
them.
in league racing. I
Yeah.
never raced online league, never raced competitively. So obviously it was an extra night on a Monday. I had nothing to do. You know, it was more for the fact that you know, you could get your tyres. It was more for me just to get my tyre strategies.
So it's a good bit of practice. It's literally just it's exactly what the league race is during the week. You know, you do Div 1, Div 2, Div 3 races, but anyone can race it, and it's the same rule set, except we're obviously trialing no safety car, which is I personally quite like, because it means that then the drivers that don't have many incidents and can keep consistent typically come out on top, which is good racing normally. Yeah, I'm a
I
big
know
fan
for
of using
me,
this as practice.
I know for me, I don't like safety cars. I got quite well in Div 3. I got a lot of points on the board in Div 3.
Yeah.
But in tracks I wasn't fast purely for that strategy. I mean, I know in Hungary I had no pace, but I ran 27 laps on the medium in the opening stint and then ran 8 laps on the soft. if I had a safety car in that, luckily we didn't get one. I think we got one towards the end. I was about 20 laps in. So it gives a chance for the strategic drivers to get that strategy nailed.
Yeah.
So I quite like the concept of no safety car. It doesn't cancel out the stream. If there's a good flow to the stream, there's a good flow at the Grand Prix, then let the guys race.
That's it. Totally agree, man. I just want to say hats off to those that made a medium soft work today, because I honestly did not think that would be possible with the tyre wear that I've seen so far. Quite a bit of practice there, as you know, obviously with the new wheel. I've been a lot of time trial, we did a lot of just Grand Prix racing, things like that. Multiplayer practice.
Especially a credit to Trey, who's actually just moved past Morris on 4-lap all the soft compound tyres, as he's spun.
Oh, Morris has had an issue, hasn't he?
Yeah, with Trey up, that might eliminate any chance of moving up through Vaughan's penalties. Yeah, he's dropped right back, which is a shame. He is going to box. I think he's going to go fastest lap here. He's lost the wing on the way in. Overheated tyres won't be too nice there.
I believe he's
as we are going to
retired
go. It's a shame. He still could have got a couple of points there, valuable points, but it's going to take him out it's going to put him back out on the track. But obviously, it's our last Grand Prix lap. So we are going to ride on board with Daz. I'll announce it as he goes across the line as usual. Credit to Daz, he's made the medium soft compound work, and he came from 15th. So it's another Bahrain
making
run.
a habit of doing that, isn't he?
He's getting there, yeah, he's liking this. He just might just start dropping it in Q2 more often. So Rapid Daz comes across the line, good waves, great performance from him to take P2. Now, as we're looking at the penalties, this is where it's going to get interesting. Husky's ghosted. He's going to lose P2. Oh, it's a disconnection issue. Is that a disconnection from Husky?
It's
gifted P2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gifted it.
At least he's still on the
Kitch.
podium, because Daz had a similar issue last week,
Go.
didn't he?
How far? Vaughan drops to P5. Is Toddy going to get P5 off him? Yes, he is. Trey gets it as well. So Vaughan is going to finish P7. He did finish P4, but with the penalties mounted up on him, he has dropped to 7th. Obviously, Hendo, Quigmeister, Robert Paul, Franco, our lap runners, they have dropped. Obviously, they have finished because the leader has finished, so they have completed their race for this evening. Welsh will take P9. Muley is, he's too far back, so it's going to be Muley is going to take the points here because Freitag's not going to clear the Spaniard. Credit to Muley for getting, he is Div 3, he's going to take points in his home Grand Prix. Smooth operator. It was a smooth operation. Credit to Muley, obviously my teammate from Div 3. Obviously I always like to see him do well. Driver of the day obviously does. We are going to get these guys in for an invite. For interviews. Rapid Daz saying, "Come on, boys," in the chat. Hopefully the interview process is going to work tonight. Fingers crossed. I know the commentary's worked. Well, hopefully we can get some interviews for you guys. So we do need Kitch, Daz. Who took the other podium slot?
Cyber Husky.
Really brilliant. Good to see him getting back on the podium. Husky will get him in.
Has taken on the fastest lap as well. Only person to get into the 117s.
There we go. So Daz is joining us there. Our race winners jumped straight in. Here comes Kitch as well. Are we going to get Husky in as well? Party being streamed. We'll get these guys' audios allowed, and we'll hopefully crack on with some interviews for you guys for the stream. I'm not sure. I think it was a disconnection issue that's got Husky there right at the end because he was ghosted.
It was a fuel issue. Ran out of fuel last second.
Was it fuel? Was it right at the end? I don't know if Husky's going to join us, but we'll carry on anyway. So we'll start with Kitch, making the one-stop work. A different strategy to Daz, who's come from 15th. we'll wait for Kitch. Hang on a second. He just disappeared a second. So we'll start with Kitch again. Take 2. You made the hard compound tyre go the distance there. How did the race go for you? What was your insight on it? Obviously, we saw you pick up a penalty as well. He's human.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I've put on the hards today. Thought I'd see how it was, but yeah, not as strong as our open, so I think we're different by Wednesday. But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously we spoke about using this as your practice session, really. Despite it being a championship, obviously maybe you've learned something that does match you there. You never know. Obviously, you two are going to be ton. So it's going to be interesting to see.
So I just thought I'd try and send the sauce instead. Not good. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, how was the drop off on the softs in that first stint for your Kitch as well?
Terrible,
Did you
mate.
drop off quick,
I just went after like lap 4. We were just skidding.
Yeah, Connor mentioned something similar to that one.
Oh mate, I thought you'd started on the mediums, to be fair. And after I binned it lap 8, I looked and I saw that he'd pitted for hards on like lap 10. I was thinking, why has he done that? No, I had no idea he started on the softs. That makes sense now, mate. To be fair, that was going to be one of the questions.
That's all I had to do. I just thought I'd see how it went, but it's not good. It's not good. So.
Yeah, softs.
Would you maybe looking back gone for the 2-stop?
I don't know. I think I'd go for probably just on the mediums next time.
Well, I'm sure we will see that. I'm sure we'll definitely see that in Div 1 on Wednesday. We'll move on to our race winner. As we move on to Daz, it was predicted in the chat that you would win the Grand Prix. So I can't remember who it was who predicted it, but you've gone from 15th to win the bloody Grand Prix. It's crazy. So just talk us through it. Obviously, you did say you wanted medium soft. You got medium soft, and you got the full race and the fastest lap.
Yeah, all but the pole position. The start was very good. Yeah, maybe when it was like P10 by the first corner. Got past a couple more people. Ended up being top 5, top 4, and top 3, something like that. Managed to stick with him, get past a couple of them with DRS. Yeah, and then I saw Kitch pit. I thought it was on mediums as well, to be honest with you. And then I looked at the graphic, it said softs, and I thought, nah, he's messed up this race in terms of strategy. Yeah, and then he pit for the hards, and then I managed to do a massive overcut on him. Come out in the lead by like 4 seconds on the softs, and then I managed to pull away. Couldn't have gone much better.
I know me and Connor were debating. Just what just around about your pit stop window. What percentage were those mediums on going into lap
75, 76.
Banging puncture territory as well.
Yeah.
Wow, solid effort.
Yeah.
Christ. Well, I mean, definitely huge congratulations. I mean, you weren't the only one to run the one-stop medium soft. I mean, I believe Vaughan did it,
Cyber
Morris
did
it, and Cyber did, So, to those guys, if they're in the stream, we will announce it. I know Connor's already mentioned it, but it's a big shout to you guys, especially with your Div 1 race coming up as well. You've learned a lot there for the one-stop. It could be a powerful one if it works in Div 1. Obviously, you may get rain, as you are in Spain, but once again, a credit to you all. Thank you very much for joining us for interviews. Fingers crossed when we play the stream back, it's worked this week. Well, I think we are gonna hop onto Among Us now. Whether it gets streamed or not, you guys in the stream will have to find out. But from us for MPC, that's done for this week. Big points for Daz. Moving on, coming up from 15th. Credit to all the guys who were. I mean, some of the Div 3 guys and Rapid Mooney managed to pick points. And there's some bold statements in qualifying. Quickmeister getting himself in amongst you guys as well there. But obviously, credit to you guys. Obviously, join us for Wednesday where we'll have Division 1. So So he'll have me in the com box again, looking at Kitch, seeing if he can get some retribution on Daz, and seeing if Daz can have another smooth day at the office. But obviously, once again, thanks to Connor as well. He hopped in the commentary box with us for the Rapid Racing League MPC.
That's all good, mate. Good pleasure.
So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. So take care, God bless, and get rapid.